Get ready, get set, get charged. It's Nickelodeon's Toon Monday. Nick Arcade will be back tomorrow, right here on...
Oh, Natasha, sometimes I get so mad.
But in the paper, it must be true.
Well, in the dramatic story of the monstrous mechanical metal munching moon mice, our cast of characters grows and grows. On the one side are our heroes, Rocky and Bullwinkle, and their friends, Gidney and Cloyd, the moon men. On the other side, there are 100,000 moon mice.
Count them, 100,000.
Plus their leader, the Big Cheese.
Alias Boris better, no?
And the arch fiend behind the whole scheme, direct from the moon, Mr. Big himself.
Hello there, fans.
Mr. Big's plot was fiendishly simple.
But I explain anyway. It goes something like this. The mouse A eats the TV antenna B. Then the viewer C gets disgusted and leaves for some other country, D, where he can watch the Late Late Show, E. Then we move in and take over the whole country.
And what letter is that?
What else? USA.
So far, his plan is working just fine, and our heroes are feeling very low.
Gee, I'm feeling very low.
Yeah, you too.
'Cause I'm facing my TV set and it's bust.
Oh, cheer up, Brock. Looky, I found my old ukulele. Let me regale you with a ditty.
No thanks, Bullwinkle.
I'm Lulu, baby. Where'd you get them eyes and that sweet complexion that I like?
Please, Bullwinkle!
Oh, well, maybe you prefer come along to Auntie Skinner's chicken dinner. Do you want no pixie?
Enough already! Well, Rocky, this certainly proves one thing.
What's that?
There are some things worse than no television.
But if Cloyd could have been outside the house at that moment,
And you know that I am.
he would have seen a fearsome sight.
Oh, for Earth's sake! We're surrounded by moon mice!
Sure enough, it looked as if the moon mice were moving in for the kill, led, of course, by the Big Cheese himself, Boris Bennett. Boris, why, he isn't here. We'd better check out at the old Bleakley place.
Darling, what are you doing here in this empty room?
I'm suffering.
But why?
Natasha, we're ruined.
Oh, nonsense, darling. Not so long as we control moon mice.
That's just it, we don't.
Don't?
Don't. They ran out on me.
How could it was, Boris? They are just machines.
I don't know, but I find out, you bet.
And following the tracks of the fierce metal-munching monsters, Boris and Natasha soon came across them as they clustered around Rocky and Bullwinkle's little home. From inside the house came a strange sound.
Oh, bless you and keep you, Mother Mercury.
Boris, take off your hat.
Why?
I think someone is dying in there.
Well, Natasha was almost right.
Rocky, I can't stand much more of that.
Cheer up, Gidney. He only knows a few more.
But just then, Cloyd faded in with his startling news.
Rocky, Bullwinkle, outside! Moon mice! Thousands of them!
Moon mice? Listen, what's that sound?
Sounds like they're gnashing their teeth.
They must be pretty hungry.
Oh, this is awful. Quick, Bullwinkle, call the sheriff.
Sheriff!
On the phone, I mean.
All right, boss. Hello, Griselda. Give me the... Hello? Hello?
Save your breath, Bullwinkle. Look here.
Sure enough, just outside the window, an enormous moon mouse was just devouring the phone wire like a piece of spaghetti.
All right, fellas, let's stick together now.
We'll sell our lives dearly. Gidney, this is no time to talk business.
And our friends huddled together for a last-ditch stand. Don't miss our next laugh-filled episode.
Laugh-filled? Yeah, it's a scream.
Bullwinkle bellows again, or Moonin' Low.
Once upon a time, in the little town of Daniels on the Rocks, there lived a beauty and a beast.
Oh, I'm not really a beast. Actually, I'm a prince. But I'm all fussed up like this because of witchcraft.
Please. But ugly as he was, he could once again become handsome just by being kissed by a beauty.
Kissed? Oh, so that's the bit. Just get kissed by a... Man, it's not as easy as it sounds.
That was probably the wrong girl anyway. And so, the beast set out to find the beauty whose love would break his magic spell.
How do you do, miss? I'm not really a beast, but a prince. The victim of...
You're no prince.
And you're no beauty either. Boy, that's what I really needed. Hello, you gorgeous thing. I'm not really a beast, but a prince. The victim of... witchcraft! Listen to me. This is a true story. I'm a handsome prince.
Well, an inventive beast knows when to change tactics, and this particular beast knew that it was the smart thing to present his case before presenting his face.
Call me a beast, will you?
Next, the beast posed as an old friend of the family.
Ho, 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 ho. How about a big kiss for Santy?
Well, obviously, it was time to look for another approach. A kissing booth at a fair, for instance. There, the beast would simply buy a kiss for himself, and it just might be the kiss. Then again, it might not.
Maybe I should quit when I'm ahead. If you can call this being ahead.
Well, if one can't even buy a kiss, one is forced into devious measures. Something subtle, sophisticated, something ingenious, yet inobvious. Fortunately for the beast, there was a wedding taking place in a nearby garden. A natural. The beast simply had to stand in line with the other guests and kiss the bride.
This is it. I feel more handsome already. I would like to say a few words about... Stop that dancing up there. Another day, another ugly.
But wait, what is this? A fair maid in yon balcony.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou?
Up, 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 and away!
The damsel did not do good like a Juliet should. However, not to be discouraged, the beast tried again, this time by air. His takeoff was superb, but we can't say as much for his landing. Jousting was an old favorite sport in fairy story days. After the joust, the winner usually threw a rose to the lady of his choice, who, in return, would reward him with a kiss. This seemed like a perfect opportunity to the beast, so he threw the rose, it was high and a little inside, and made ready to receive his reward. But instead, the next good prospect for a kiss was on the edge of disaster as the beast happened by.
I'll save her. Then she'll kiss me out of gratitude. No, wait, stop. Don't do it. Hold it. Don't be rash. Wait, hold on. I'll save you.
Well, eventually, even a beast gets discouraged.
I'm just a no-good beastnik.
So the next time he met a beauty...
Hello? Here, hit me. Go ahead, shock me good. Say y'all do.
But the beast can only become a prince again if a beauty kisses him. The real beauty. Black of hair.
Black of hair.
Red of lips.
Red of lips.
Fair of skin.
Fair of... It's her. I mean, you or she. This is the one. Kiss me. Better try again, baby. That one didn't take.
Well, the script says that you turn back into a prince. You really are a prince, aren't you?
Listen, bud. You get kissed your way, I'll get kissed my way.
Well, Junior, looks like Christmas came a little early this year.
Oh, I didn't get this stuff from Santa Claus, Pop. I won it off the kids in the neighborhood.
You won it?
Yeah, we flipped for it.
You mean you gambled?
Well, no, not exactly. You see, I remembered one of your adages, and I came out winning every time.
You didn't use a dishonest coin.
Sure I did. You once said, 2 heads are better than 1. So I got this 2-headed nickel here, and...
Yeah, now, I insist that you return this ill-gotten booty right away. The very idea, Junior. When I said 2 heads are better than 1, I didn't mean to apply it the way you did.
Well, what did you mean?
Well, take the fable of the centipede and the snail. Every year, the animals and other creatures of the forest would meet in a race to determine who was the fastest of them all. Of course, the results were usually the same. The hare not only won, but he crossed the finish line before the slower fellows even got started.
How do you like that? Last again.
You know something? I'm getting sick and tired of being a laughing stock.
Me too. I'll tell you what. Let's you and me put our little slimy heads together and see if we can win this thing next year.
It seemed like a good idea. So they went into immediate training.
Look, one of us will be the trainer while the other one does the running. Fair enough?
Yeah, it suits me.
This was to be determined by clocking each other's speed in a 3-yard race.
Well, how'd I do?
Not bad at all. You ran 3 yards in 3 hours.
And now it was the snail's turn. And he was certain he could beat the centipede's time. 3 days later, he completed his run.
3 yards in 3 days. Not too good.
Well, if I hadn't hit that red light...
Thus, the snail became the trainer and the centipede the runner.
Now, the first thing we got to do is put you on a diet.
Hey, I got an idea. Why do not I eat the same food rabbits eat? If it makes them fast, it'll make me fast.
Okay, go eat some carrots.
Carrots?
Carrots.
Now, this centipede wasn't too bright, and the only carrots he knew of were the ones stamped on the inside of an old ring.
What in the world are you doing?
I'm eating carrots. 14 of them, to be exact.
Not that kind of carrots. What's it taste like?
Pretty good. Have some.
On the day after they were released from the hospital, the boys went back to work.
Here, now, hold on to this rocket.
Am I going to eat it?
Don't be silly. I'm going to light it, and it'll take off with you holding on to it. That'll give you some idea of what high speed is like.
You certain I cannot eat it?
You can eat it later. Now, hold on.
I'm really moving, ain't I?
Something's wrong. Must be a dud. Here, let me see it.
Gee, that's some rocket.
Yeah, let's eat it.
The day after they got out of the hospital, they quietly entered a farmer's watermelon patch.
Now, we just got to make you run fast. Look, if you were to grab a melon and the farmer aimed his shotgun at you, would you be scared?
Of the melon?
Of the farmer.
You darn right I would.
And what would you do?
I'd eat the melon.
No, you simpleton, you'd run.
That's what I'd do. I'd run.
Yes, right, and you'd probably run faster than you've ever run before. Okay, grab a melon.
Okay. Uh-oh. Shoelaces untied. Here, hold this. Hey, you don't look too good.
Don't feel too good.
What are you doing up here?
We're gonna try the high-speed bit again. You jump off this cliff, right?
Right.
That will give you the illusion of high speed. Okay, jump.
How do you jump?
Well, you just jump.
I do not know how to jump.
Look, you place both feet, all your feet firmly on the ground like this, and then you crouch like this, and then you just jump.
Like how?
Like this.
Oh, now I get it.
The day of the race finally dawned, and the centipede took his place alongside of the hare. However, when the starting gun sounded, the centipede took off in the opposite direction and joined his trainer behind a tree.
Quick, get into this basket.
Yes, the snail and the centipede had given birth to a unique idea. A balloon carried the centipede aloft where a stiff breeze took it and sent it soaring over the finish line just ahead of the shocked hare. Unfortunately, the centipede just kept on going and was never heard of again. So you see, son, that is the true application of 2 heads are better than 1.
I get it, Pop.
Where are you going, Junior?
I'm going to return this stuff and destroy the 2-headed nickel.
Yes, but you usually have a moral of your own to inject here.
I do. Don't put all your legs in one basket.
Don't put all your... Oh, that's my boy, Junior.
go away. Nick's Megatoon Monday will be right back.
Hey, check it out. It's new Air Pro Hockey. It glides on a cushion of air. Now a short demo. See? Air Pro glides on a cushion of air over smooth surfaces. It flies over blacktop, over smooth carpet. And it wails in the gym. How does it do that? On a cushion of air.
Air Pro Hockey. It'll blow you away. Comes with puck, 2 goals, and 2 sticks. Batteries not included.
Okay, so it was a long demo.
A mad scientist built a giant vacuum cleaner to steal Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. On guard, as always, were Apple and Cinnamon.
The crooks are always after Apple Cinnamon Cheerios for its delicious apple sprinkle.
No, seed brain. It's the cinnamon sprinkles they're after. No! I'll unplug it.
Apple Cinnamon Cheerios was again part of this balanced breakfast.
It's Apple-licious.
And cinnamon incredible.
And the players are taking the field for Frog Sucker. And the ball's in play.
Terrific.
Slam it in. Win, win.
A scissor kick. He scores! The ball is bouncing.
From frog to frog to frog to frog.
He's leaping for it.
Perfect.
He takes fancy frog work.
Amazing.
Hot shot. Hot shot. We have a new champion. Frog Soccer. What a game.
You're watching Nickelodeon. And now, back to Megatoon Monday.
Hello out there, Peabody, Sherman, and way back here.
Where to today, Mr. Peabody?
Paris, Sherman.
Illinois?
Paris, France. To the laboratory of Europe's most distinguished biologist and chemist, Louis Pasteur.
The date, Mr. Peabody?
1888, Sherman. No sooner was the Wayback Machine set into motion than Sherman and I were catapulted back into history. We joined Louis Pasteur in an unusual experiment.
Please, Fifi, come down and give me 1 quart of milk. A pint. A thimbleful. Sacre bleu, it is hopeless.
Your cow is obstinate, Monsieur Pasteur.
Oui, and unless she gives milk, I cannot conclude my experiment on Louisization.
Louisization?
That is what I call my process.
Why not call it pasteurization?
Ah, that's not bad. Very well. Pasteurization.
Why won't Fifi give milk, Mr. Pasteur?
Well, for one thing, she does not think she is a cow. Same move for the gentleman, Fifi.
Fifi sounds like a rooster.
Not only sounds, I found these in her stall this morning. Eggs. Pure, unadulterated eggs.
There's more here than meets the cow, Monsieur Pasteur. Just then, the door opened.
Monsieur Pasteur?
Oui?
I am the director of the Faculty of Sciences. Are you prepared to conduct your experiment on Louisization?
Pasteurization, monsieur. No, I am not prepared.
I cannot give you any more time. You have until tomorrow morning.
Without milk, I will never be ready.
Then let's go out and get some.
It seemed like a good idea, but unfortunately, the 4-H Club of France was holding a conclave in Paris, and when those children drank milk,
I couldn't buy 1 quart.
and all the cows I came across were in a state of exhaustion.
Then the responsibility lies with Fifi. She must perform.
We kept Fifi under observation, but her behavior was normal. That is, until the sun went down.
She's heading for the door.
Quick, stop her!
So, let's see where she goes. There followed a fantastic tour of Paris. From the top of the Eiffel Tower, through the sewers beneath the city, and finally in a dark alley on the left bank of the Seine, Fifi entered a cellar.
Perhaps she paints at night. Nothing that cow does would surprise me.
Keep your voices low, unless I'm wrong, and I never am. Fifi is keeping a rendezvous.
Look into my eyes. You are a chicken. You are not a cow. You are a chicken. You will not give milk to Pasteur. You may lay an egg or 2, but you will not give milk.
That man is hypnotizing Fifi.
It is my stepbrother, Gaston. He is in showbiz.
A hypnotist?
The greatest, monsieur. But why is he doing this? Does he hate milk?
You will return to Pasteur's laboratory as though you had never been away. but you will not give milk.
Oh, yes, she will.
Louis!
Your scheme won't work, Gaston.
What scheme, monsieur? This cow wandered in and...
Enough! Obviously, you were jealous of Pasteur's success as a biologist. Do you know of his experiments on pasteurization?
Louisization.
No, we changed that.
So you figured if he couldn't get milk, his experiment would fail.
I don't know who you are, monsieur, but you are right. However, there is nothing you can do, because I will hypnotize all of you into thinking you are canaries.
Focusing his evil eye, Gaston prepared to do his evil work.
You are canaries. You are not what you are.
Already, Sherman and Pasteur were beginning to fall prey to Gaston's hypnotic trance. That's when I pulled out my sunglasses and quickly shielded my eyes.
You are a canary, a little teensy-weensy canary.
Of course, Gaston was unaware the dark glasses acted as a reflector. His trance simply bounced back where it came from.
A canary, a little canary who... Tweet, 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 tweet.
That ended Gaston's little game. He was given some seed and placed in a cell. Freed from Gaston's power, Fifi made up for lost time by furnishing Pasteur with enough milk to last a month. Relieved, the master chemist returned to his experiment as Sherman and I prepared to return home.
What a great man Mr. Pasteur was.
Yes, Sherman, he gave us a wonderful salad.
Salad, Mr. Peabody?
Those shrimps on that plate, Sherman. Haven't you ever heard of Shrimp Louis?
Last time you remember, Bullwinkle's ukulele concert was interrupted by the appearance of thousands of monstrous moon mice who began to close in on our friends until they were surrounded on all sides.
There's another way to be surrounded.
On the outskirts of the mob of moon mice were Boris and Natasha, who seemed to have lost control over the fearsome creatures.
What you're doing, darling?
I'm checking wiring on this one, Natasha. Crossover terminal here, overload plate there.
Where does this wire go, darling?
Natasha, please, that may be live wire.
How do I know if it's live wire?
Well, if you touch it like this and it goes...
Boris! Oh, dear. Now I'll never know if it's live or not.
Meanwhile, behind their barricades, our heroes were still determined to fight to the finish against overwhelming odds.
How about a keen fight song, fellas?
Do you have to?
Fight, fight, fight for frostbite high. Flying our colors to the sky.
What colors, Bullwinkle?
Pomegranate and puce. Cheer and cheer and cheer again. Fight with might, but mostly main.
If it's all the same to you, Bullwinkle, I'd rather have the moon mice.
It was then that the monstrous mechanical mice did a remarkable thing.
Bullwinkle, they're applauding.
I can't think why.
Sure enough, the moon mice seemed entranced by Bullwinkle's song.
Rocky, they're not here as a menace.
No?
They're here as an audience.
A friendly audience.
That means Bullwinkle must be able to control them with his voice.
Bullwinkle, you're an honest-to-goodness Pied Piper.
With my own set of pipes, too.
You're a regular Elvis Presley.
Meantime, Natasha was trying to revive a shocked Boris.
Out goes the good air. In comes the bad. Out goes...
Pardon me, miss, but isn't that out goes the bad air, in comes the good?
Darling, Boris hates anything good.
Yeah, so shut up, you mouth, wise guy.
Sorry.
Boris, you're your nasty old self again.
Natasha, we got to get control of moon mice back again.
Right. What are mice doing now, darling?
Listen closely.
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie.
Boris, they're crazy about Moose's singing.
Well, two can play at that game. Natasha, hand me my belly like it. And my big cheese disguise.
Yeah, darling.
Ahem. Me.
And then began one of the strangest battles of all time, a musical contest to capture the affection of 100,000 moon mice.
You ain't nothing but a moon mouse. Munching all the time.
Come along to Auntie Skinner's chicken dinner, the one who picks a wishbone.
All I ask is don't step on my blue suede tail.
There must be little cupies in the briny. There must be little cupies in the sea.
You're my little high school moon mouse.
Bullwinkle, look! Your audience is leaving you.
Looks like your singing career's over already.
Man, that was the shortest career I ever had.
Yes, the Moon Mice were leaving the boys' cottage and heading right for Boris.
Looks like you've won, darling.
What I told you, Natasha. You can't keep a good rat down.
Well, it seems Bullwinkle has sprained his tonsils for nothing at all.
Yeah.
The Moon Mice are going back to Boris.
Yeah.
And the whole country is obviously doomed.
Well, that's showbiz.
Don't miss our next exciting episode, Bongo Boris or the Hep Cat.
That's Hep Rat.
Stay tuned for more moose, more squirrel, and more little doggy.
I am not a little doggy. I am Mr. Peabody.
As Mega Moose-a-Rama Monday continues rewriting history. Next.
Hokey smokes!
Friend to man and beast, a hero at the least. Funny, Doug Funny. Sunday at 10, 9 Central on Nickelodeon.
Wait till you see Barbie's trendy little sister. Gorgeous hair, an adorable hat, and even cute little bows. Meet Stacy. She's got clothes for a party, clothes for shopping at the mall, clothes for school, and that's not all. Sharing so much fun to do. Some Stacy clothes fit Barbie, too. Barbie couldn't have a better sister. Stacy, Barbie's trendy little sister is here.
Stacy doll comes with a backpack and shopping bag. Her skirt, top, and jacket fit Barbie, too. Barbie doll sold separately.
It's the greatest escape game.
Make 'em, take 'em to the factory. Smash 'em, now the history. A little, and now you're a little out of shape. That's the way you do it when you play the Great Escape.
The Great Escape Game. Race through the crazy jam factory without getting sliced, scorched, mashed, or mushed.
Hey, this is fun.
I'm almost done.
Maybe you won't run out too late. That's the way you do it when you play the Great Escape.
Yo, class, zip those lips fast. In today's lesson, I'm addressing the 2 laws of new Cheetos brand paws. 1, paws are made for way cool fun. Kate, please demonstrate. Totally awesome. Dig Nick and his hip trick. Now let's review law 2. Only kid-sized claws can seize new paws. The cheese that goes... crunch.
What a bore.
Hawaiian punch.
Whoa!
Punch.
It's not just red anymore. Fruit juice in yellow, orange, green, and blue.
Wow.
Hawaiian punch.
Nothing else has the punch.
Keep it going!
Juicy punch.
How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Sure.
It's not just red anymore.
Nothing else has the punch.
Something incredible is happening. Something awesome for your 16-bit Sega Genesis system. Something that will give Sega Genesis even more power. Game Genie. Now, Game Genie works with your Sega Genesis system in most games, like Sonic the Hedgehog, Toe Jam and Earl, Kid Chameleon. With Game Genie, Sonic will live forever. He'll start with rings worth 8 points. You can even turn Game Genie's power off and on as you play. Game Genie, now for Sega Genesis from Galoob. Excellent.
Shampoo-do. I'm shampooing and doing her hair. Shampoo-do. I'm shampooing and doing her hair. I fill her up, squeeze it there. Then suds come out of her hair. I shape it here, shape it there, and everywhere. Then I dry her up and comb her beautiful hair. Shampoo-do. I'm shampooing and doing her hair.
Shampoo comes with a measuring cup. You add water and your own shampoo, each sold separately.